The following is a presentation of the Greater Ontario Hockey League.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to snowy St. Mary's, Ontario for a GOHL Spotlight game powered by Collins Clothiers. Tonight, it's a battle of Highway 7 and Perth County as the St. Mary's Lincolns play host to the Stratford Warriors at the Pyramid Recreation Center. Tonight is a matchup between two of the hottest teams in the league. The Lincolns have won 7 of their past 10 games and 4 in a row, while Stratford has won 9 straight and has the fewest regulation losses in the league. The Lincolns got a big boost early in the season when forward Ethan Weir returned to the club. Weir played 48 OHL games with Kingston and Saginaw, and since his return, he's got 9 goals and is on a 4-game goal streak with 8 points in that span. Elsewhere in the lineup, rookie forward Devin Colebrook has made quite the impression. He's got 9 goals in 25 games, and 5 of them have been game winners, leading all rookies in that category. The Lincolns are led this season by captain Chase McQueen-Spence. In addition to being a leader in the room, he's had a great year on the ice with 30 points in 25 games. In goal, the Lincolns have been led by Brogan Calhoun, who is tied for 3rd in the league in goals against average at .212 and is a .930 save percentage, also 3rd in the league. For the Warriors, they've had a strong offensive performance of late from rookie Max Wildfong. The Saginaw Spirit draft pick is on a 4-game goal streak with 5 goals in those contests. The Warriors' offense has also been propelled by forward Lucas Menard. The Shreveport, Louisiana native is in his first GOHL season and leads the Warriors with 11 goals in 22 games. On the back end, Hayden Frayne is in his first year as captain. He's got 7 points in 20 games and has been a stalwart on the blue line this year. In goal, Stratford got netminder Noah Bender earlier this year. The Waterloo native played 26 OHL games with Oshawa and Flint and is tied with his counterpart tonight, Brogan Calhoun, for 3rd in the GOHL with a .212 goals against to go along with a .927 save percentage. Ahead of a big rivalry matchup tonight, let's hear from the two teams' captains in tonight's Captain's Comments, powered by Collins Clothiers. Here's Chase McQueen-Spence from St. Mary's and Hayden Frayne from Stratford.
We're extremely confident as a group right now. It took us a bit, but I think these past few weeks have definitely helped our confidence. We don't want to get too high, obviously, but tonight it's going to be a great game between us and Stratford. It's a great rivalry here in St. Mary's and them, so I'm excited. Obviously, I wish we would have played them a little earlier in the year. Getting them this second half is good. It means we're going to meet them a lot in this last half, and we want to start tonight, our first time against them, kind of set the tone for the rest of the year, and I think tonight's going to be a great battle between us. We've got a ton of depth. With the forwards, I could go obviously from Ryan Hawkinson down to Blake Elzinga's taken a step this year. Devin Colebrook has stepped in, and he's been extremely reliable. Jack Clark, he's a work dog. And then down to the D, we got Luke McMillan and McGregor, who have played every single game except for their suspensions. But all the way down, we have a extremely confident group here, and we have full belief in everyone.
Obviously, we've been doing really well. 9-game win streak here. It's a tough division. Every game is very hard. Each team has different things that they bring to the table, and we just look to play our own game. Good stat is we got the lowest goals against in the league. I think it just shows how we play as a team. A very defensive team, very structured. A lot of that plays from Dave Williams' structure and just how he coaches us, and it's been working really well for us. 15 minutes down the road, so we get some good crowds, and they really push the energy for us, and they just turn out to be really good games every time.
Tonight, it's a battle between the two teams that have given up the fewest goals in the Western Conference. It's the Lincolns, it's the Warriors, it's a spotlight game, and Puck Drop is next on 519 Sports. Warriors look to clear the zone, held at the line momentarily by Wright. Stratford racing forward. Evan Arnold giving chase, beats the icing, centers a pass, Vader stopped, rebound loose. Somehow Calhoun got to it. Unbelievable sequence there. Brogan Calhoun keeps this one scoreless. Hayden Frayne knocks it down. Frayne cross ice. Slattery gets hit hard by Blake Elzinga. That's going to be a penalty. Wildfog of the net stopped a couple of times by Calhoun. Drew Hodge looks to clear, can't do it. McQueen Spence back on it down low. Looks to center a pass, gloved by Moore. Moore bobbles it. Moore plays it in below the goal line, feeds it out front, back to Montesi. Montesi, a shot saved by Bender, and he will hold on. In below the goal line, Declan Reddy takes a hit from Will Coward. After it, Haylock. Haylock sweeps it out to center. Here come the Warriors. Haylock with Arnold. Haylock can't get a shot away. Calhoun down, centering feed, and they score. Evan Arnold parked at the doorstep off a great pass from McQueen Haylock, and the Warriors open the scoring 9.5 minutes into the first. It's 1-0 Stratford. Joseph Curtin sends a stretch pass through center, finds Arnold, walking into the shot, misses the net. Rims it around the boards. A huge hit laid on the far side by Oliver Lacko in front of the St. Mary's bench. What a collision that was. Vortman back on at Lincoln Moore. Moore over the blue line. Moore for Vortman. Penalty coming up. Moore in the slot. Takes a shot. They score. What a play by Lincoln Moore to get down low, and he buries it. St. Mary's has tied this game up with under 5 to go in the first. Curtin goes off the wall out to center, racing after it, Menard. Menard working in, fires a shot, save Calhoun, rebound loose, high in the air, bouncing to the right circle. It'll come back to Menard, sends a pass over far side Schmidt, his shot stopped by Calhoun. Face off to the right of Bender, off the draw, Moore fires, he scores! 4 straight with a goal for Lincoln Moore, and he's got 2 tonight. It's 2-1 Lincolns early in the second period. Back with it is Oliver Lacko. Lacko out to center. Ethan Weir over the blue line. Weir chips it down low, Lacko. Lacko in the corner. Lacko tied up by Coward. It'll bank off the boards, looking for it. Haylock bounces up and over the glass into the St. Mary's bench. Nice catch made by Lincoln's coach, Jeff Bradley. Works it to the slot. Weir fires a shot, save Bender, rebound loose out front. Warriors able to clear it. Midway through the second period, racing after it, Galbraith. Galbraith makes the move, takes a shot. Calhoun makes the stop. Tried to split the defenders, couldn't do it. Kalp cut it off. Kalp turns it over, here's Jonas Schmidt. Schmidt back towards Kipfer, it's turned over. Devin Colebrook racing ahead. Colebrook on goal, he just put it wide. What a chance and what a move by Devin Colebrook, but he missed the net. Now to the corner, comes up to Green at the line. Green fires from distance, tip just wide. Back after it now. McMillan tries to clear, held by Kipfer for Green. Down low, Arnold, backhand shot, just missed the net. Rebound loose, tried to jam it home. No goal, no goal, waved off right away. Curtin tried to bank it off Calhoun into the back of the net, but the referee immediately said no goal. Menard speeds through center. Menard over the blue line, goes into the corner. Gets wrestled off the puck by McGregor. Lincoln's can't clear. Coward holds, feeds Wildfong. Wildfong a shot, save Calhoun. Rebound loose, backhand shot. Calhoun got to it. A series of good saves from Brogan Calhoun. Lincoln's looking for it. Stratford back on it. Quinn Kipfer. Last minute here of the second. Hodkinson into the slot, sends a pass, one-time shot, and they score! Devin Colebrook from a tight angle in the last minute of the second extends the St. Mary's lead. It's 3-1 Lincolns. Galbraith after it. It'll be skated out to center by Will Coward. Coward loses possession. Back on it, Moore. Moore in over the blue line. Moore, toe drag, fires, scores! Bring on the hats. It's a hat trick for Lincoln Moore. And St. Mary's leads 4-1. Coward for Kipfer, walks in, takes a shot, sailed it high. Wildfong back after it. Wildfong to the line. Coward walks the blue, back for Max Wildfong. Wildfong centering feed, Schmidt bouncing puck, Vortman looking for it. It's nearly cleared, but held by Wildfong. Wildfong for Kipfer, back for Coward. One-timer blocked, hit the hand of Vortman. Rebound, gloved by Brogan Calhoun. Flips it through center, knocked down by Matthew Blake. Now back on it is Stratford. Dominic Marshall over the blue line. Marshall ahead of steam. Marshall a shot, save Calhoun. Rebound loose, goes in behind the net, and the Lincolns clear it down the ice. Coward off the wall, right holds the line. Now out to center, here come the Warriors. Kipfer, a little bit of space. Kipfer racing in, Kipfer on goal. Stopped by Calhoun. Off the face-off, quick chance down low. Somehow Schmidt couldn't bury it. What an opportunity. Rebound loose, misses the net. Schmidt from a sharp angle, saved by Calhoun. It was in the equipment of Wildfong. Wildfong around to the line for Coward, now for Curtin. Curtin fires a shot, tipped out front, loose on the doorstep, and they score! Max Wildfong extends his goal streak to 5. buries it on the doorstep, and it's a 4-2 game with 3:42 to go in the third. 6-on-5 right now for the Warriors, down 2 goals with 2:15 to go. Colebrook tries to clear the zone, shove it up to the line. Frayed one-timer, tipped on goal, no goal. High stick, no goal. Official right on it. A deflection out front, they'll rule it a high stick, and the 1-goal game will remain 2 for now. And the St. Mary's Lincolns walk away with win number 19 on the season. They improve to 18-0 on the year when they're leading after 2 periods. St. Mary's locking things down again, propelled by a hat trick from Lincoln Moore tonight. They win this one by a score of 4-2 over their Highway 7 rival.
Our past, couple weekends have been good, and I think we're just trying to build every weekend into the playoffs. And we came into this game knowing it was a big rival, and some of these guys it's a little more personal, but I thought we did the job. Like we're all 4 of our lines were moving the puck. I think it starts with practice. We're consistently working at practice and going through our systems every day, and this guy's probably one of the best coaches I've ever had. So he's consistently getting film for us and making sure we're doing the right things. It's just basically putting in the work.
For Moose to contribute offensively, it's great, but it's everybody kind of sees him as a goal scorer. We see a lot more than that. Like he's a savvy veteran for us. The things we love is his engagement when he's physical. He's a guy we can put out when we're down. We're down 6-on-5. We trust him all over the ice, but the shot he has. Little skills that not many guys have. He certainly has it. So when he's going, which is most of the time, he could be the premier player in the league for us. Devin is great. Yeah, no, we're happy with Devin, and whether he's on the first, second, third, or fourth line, he's contributing, and he plays on the PK regularly, spots in on the power play, and he's physical. He brings a brand of hockey that we really need here in St. Mary's.
We know they're going to bring their game every night, and they're a very skilled group of players, and we have to be on our game. And even if a couple bounces go their way, they're gonna capitalize. So we've got to minimize those chances and be better moving forward. I say it feels different. It's a bigger game. We're right next to these guys and know a lot of guys on their team. They know a lot of us. So every one of these games against them means a lot, and we just got to try and take as many as we can. Joe's just that steady veteran influence on the blue line. He makes a simple plays. He defends hard. He moves pucks up ice. And the one thing that I've come to appreciate from Joe, all the coaching staff as well, is just the consistency night in, night out. And you know what you're getting. You establish that trust factor when you put him out on the ice. So, but yeah, as for tonight, I think, Max, you mentioned Max Wildfong. An offensive threat, I think, every time he's on the ice with his puck skills and his shooting skills. He just finds himself in the right place around the net and buries his chances. The first 10 or 12 minutes, we really liked our game. We spent a lot of time in their end. We were out shooting them. We capitalized. To be on the road and get a lead on a team like that, should be a big boost. But I think, we had. I look back at the first period. We had one breakdown. It ended up in our net. And I think that they really built momentum off of that and kind of took it to us a little bit early in the second and had us back on our heels. And, with that being said, there's lots of parts of our game that were real good tonight. We had opportunities in the third period on the power play. You got three power plays in the first 10 minutes of the third period and a chance to get yourselves back into it. And, they showed why they're one of the best penalty killing teams in the league and just really limited our chances. But, I think a good experience for a lot of our younger roster players, first time in this kind of environment against a rival. Every time we're out, it's a learning opportunity. So we take those lessons from tonight and put them in the back of our mind for first of all tomorrow against London and then against Listowel, but then certainly when we have 3 more opportunities to play these guys down the road. So
we're happy we got the 2 points. Kind of a tough one to judge, I thought. Especially in the first period, turning pucks over, felt like we got outworked, out-battled, stuff like that. But I thought in the last 5 minutes it kind of set us up for the rest of the game. And yeah, I mean they're a really good team, and we know it's a rivalry game, but we talked about kind of this was like the last test, we have to pass that we haven't seen this season. So so that was a good game by them, but thanks to Moose and Devin and some of our veteran guys there, they stepped up and got the job done for us. I thought Brogan had a really good game. We had spoke Tuesday night after practice, and he was really looking forward to this one. He needed that game, and we needed that game from him, especially early on. But I mean, throughout our lineup, I thought our D were outstanding. Jacob Montesi, Camden Keen's been outstanding since he's been here. I think they had 5 penalty power plays tonight, so our PK was great. We didn't get much of a look on the power play, but no, listen, we got 2 points, which we're very happy with, and it's really important in this type of race. We kind of want to keep going here and stay in that top portion of the conference.